Hey everybody, I'm Katie, and welcome to Head of the Class. I am joined today by Freedom Project Academy's Mrs. Amber Saare, who has been teaching high school English with FPA since 2015. Mrs. Saare, becoming an English teacher requires a clear passion for writing and literature. What drew you into a career as an English teacher?
Honestly, I did not start out wanting to teach. I just loved the subject matter. So I thought I'm going to go to school and learn as much as I can about it. So I got my bachelor's and then I received my master's degree and I was offered to teach a class. And I thought, well, I get to talk about what I'm passionate about, so why not? I'll try it. And walking out of that classroom the first day, I thought, this is what I want to do forever, if I can. So I absolutely love teaching. I believe that it's a calling on my life, and I'm just thankful for every day that I get to do it.
And you have taken on teaching our upper level English students. How do you teach grammar, writing, and literature in an online environment to our students?
Well, that's a great question. So I try to infuse literature with grammar and writing and so on. It all synergistically works together. So we'll do a section on a certain text, and then we'll take a break from that and we'll cover grammar. And with both, we're doing writing. And it works out well. They don't feel like they're doing grammar all the time. There are some students that don't like grammar so much, and there are some that don't like the literature so much. So it makes everyone happy.
And getting to read English papers, I know, can take up a lot of your time. But when you get a little bit of time away, what do you like to do?
Oh, goodness. Well, kids are my hobby, my kids. And so I just take them along with me to do whatever I like to do. I like to garden and I like to bake, and that's pretty much it. But I have to say that when I get time by myself, I'm doing a lot of writing. That's my favorite thing to do on my own.
All right. In English as a subject area, it has many teaching positions that need to be filled. So why did you choose FPA specifically for, out of all the opportunities that are available to you?
That is such a great question. I love FPA even more today than I did when I began. I think that FPA does an excellent job at challenging their students. It's not just a check the box kind of school, if that makes sense, to fulfill a requirement. Their heart and my heart is to truly educate your child, whichever person is here watching this video, your child, and it involves not teaching them so much what to think, but how to think. And that way, the riches of education are theirs to mine for the rest of their lives. And there's a big difference between those two things. And that is what FPA is doing. And I am fully on board with that.
All right, before we wrap up, I want to do a little bit of a quick fire question round. So answer the following questions as quickly as possible. What are 5 words to describe you?
Boy, can slashes be involved where I can combine words because
You're the English teacher. I'll let you do
all
things.
Right. Thank you. All right. So I would say Christ follower, mom/wife, bibliophile, because I love books, learner, and happy.
Okay. Since you are an English teacher, what are your 4 favorite punctuation marks?
I'd have to go with the Oxford comma, of course. That's a favorite of mine. Quotation marks, because that means that I'm about to get some wonderful quote from the text that I'm teaching in one of the papers I'm grading. The question mark, because questions are always great. And the M dash.
Excellent. All right. What are 3 book recommendations you have, or your 3 favorite books?
Okay, that's really hard because you're asking me to pick among treasured friends. So I don't want any of them to feel left out. So what I am going to say is here are the books that are on my table by my bed that I am currently reading, and I love them very much. How about that?
Sounds good.
Okay. Practical Religion by J.C. Ryle. It's an excellent book. The Death of Ivan Ilyich by Tolstoy, and Persuasion by Jane Austen.
Okay. How about 2 authors who you could read all of their work?
Okay. So I'd have to say George Herbert and Jane Austen, but I've reserved one of her books because I don't want to have read the last of what she has written. So there's nothing else to ever anticipate from her ever again.
Sounds good.
So almost read everything of hers.
Excellent. What is one piece of advice you have for your students?
Oh, goodness. You know, I would say to them, you have a choice. You can either be complacent and do the bare minimum, or you could stretch yourself. You could dig deeper. You could strive towards the prize. And yes, you can glorify God through your education, in the pursuit of your education. And the dividends will far outweigh anything, any kind of momentary pleasure you get from laziness. So go for it. Work hard. That would be my advice.
Sounds like a good piece of advice. Mrs. Saare, thank you so much for being here today. Learn more about our dedicated teachers and Freedom Project Academy at fpeusa.org.